Hi guys, welcome to Book of Shayla. Today we are doing day 7 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. I've said this in every video, so you're probably tired of hearing it, but I'm doing mine in July. Everyone else did theirs in June. I am catching up because I love the series. So day 7 is this great sketch by Sarah Fletcher Thome. I'm not sure how to say that. And I am scrapbooking some pictures from Alexandria, Virginia back in 2013. We took a ghost tour, and these are some pictures on that ghost tour. There is a Presbyterian church, Presbyterian meeting house, otherwise known as a church, and it's been on the National Register of Historic Places, and it was originally built in 1775, and it was rebuilt after a fire in 1837, and it supposedly, especially the cemetery, has some very ghosty activity. And so I'll tell you the story, but I'll tell you as I'm doing. But so I have these two pictures for the two pictures on the left, and then I have these four pictures. This is this stairwell that's supposed to be haunted. This picture of my kids, part of the cemetery, and then this gated off place, which I can't remember why it's special. It's been, 12 years. No, yeah, 12 years since I went. I can't really remember. So this is going to go on the right side. Now, I made these page kits back in June, and I'm using up some travel stuff. So I'm going to put my sketch over here. I did pull my product focus for this week is to use, I have a drawer of just random chipboard stuff, and that's my product focus. So the top thing were these tags by Close to My Heart, so I'm going to try to get those on there. I'm probably going to do some kind of mixed media on there. I haven't quite decided yet. Then I have these three acrylic pieces from Bramble Fox that say Let's Wander, Discover, and Journey. For my background paper, I have pulled two pieces from a craft consortium, and it's these two papers. So those are going to be my background. Then I pulled three other papers for the different parts of it, all from Craft Consortium pads. This brick, this black kind of concrete, and this chipped, weathered concrete looking. So those are going to be, actually, I think it's supposed to be this one, because this, to me, this looked like the tombstones. This looked like the top of this, and then the brick looked like the brick of the building. So that's why I picked these three papers. And then for embellishments, I have this little bit of Teresa Collins Far and Away. Is this the only piece of paper? Yes, this is the only scrap paper that I have. And there's some cut aparts on the back. Then I have this garland. I have a piece of a chipboard sticker. I have these die cuts that you are perforated, and I have these stickers. So that is what we're going to do today. Like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these tags, but I would like to use them. So I'm going to get them out. I mean, the easy thing would be just to like spray them in black maybe. But I don't know where I'm going to put them, so we're going to wait and see what color I want to make them in a little bit. So I'm going to put those aside. I know I need 2 circles. And so this is going to be my paper. I'm going to have these 2 pictures on it. And I am going to, there's a circle here and a circle down here in the sketch. So I think I'm going to use, well, I'm definitely going to use the black because that I pulled it for this. So this is going to be one of my circles. And I think I'm going to do the brick also. And then that, this one I'm going to use to the back of my pictures, to map my pictures. So I am going to cut these circles using my Creative Memories circle cutter. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this one with the red, which means they will be 6 inches. This is such a handy dandy circle cutter. You know what? I'm just thinking out loud as I'm cutting these. Oh, and I need to tell you my ghost story too. I have, I can't get it to fit in there right. There we go. A stencil that looks like brick. I might use that on those tags. I still don't know what I'm going to use, what mixed media I'm going to use, but I think I'm going to do that. So my story, as I'm cutting out my circles here, let me tell you my story. I am not a big ghosty person. I mean, I'm not saying they don't exist, but I've never had a ghosty experience. So we take this ghost tour, and it was really, really good. I've actually taken this tour twice because we went back in 2018 and I took the ghost tour again. The first time was better than the second time, just random, but that's how it was. So we're in this cemetery, and they're telling us about the ghost, and I'm just, you know, nodding. And he says, our tour guide was a guy. He was like, if that staircase that my kids are sitting on is very active, and one way you can tell is if you take a picture and they'll have little orbs around it. Now, in my picture, you can't see it. But my kids were sitting on there and they're like, take a picture, Mom, take a picture, Mom. So I'm okay. And someone else took a picture on their, mine was with a regular camera and it was digital, but sure enough, because this was earlier and so you can't, wasn't dark yet, but we were in there, and when we were finished, it was starting to get dark, and sure enough, there were little Orbeez around my children, and I was like, okay, that's a little weird. That's a little weird, but so it was kind of fun. But no, I don't have that picture. Someone else took it, and I don't know who it was at the time, but it was kind of creepy, to tell you the truth. And I can't find my tape runner. There it is. It was lost. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to put this one up here. And this one goes half on this page and half on the other. So I'm going to put this one about there. I'm going to cut it so that I can put the other side on the other one. Actually, yeah, I'll go ahead and cut it now. Some people put it on both sides and then cut it. I don't have very good luck doing that, so I'm just going to cut it like this. Okay, then I will take the other side, match it up. Oh, my tape runner just fell apart. That's not good. I need a new one. Mine broke. I've just been too cheap to do it. Whoa. Okay, why is this not the right size? Look at the difference, guys. That's weird. That's like a 1/4 inch difference. Okay, well, I guess I am going to cut a 1/4 inch off this top one here. That is really crazy. I have no idea why it's like that. I'm probably gonna need to move that black one down after I do this, but yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I may even like mat it on black. Let's see, is that better? Yep, that's strange. So strange. Okay, so I'm gonna put it down here now. And I think my circles should have been bigger because in the sketch they touch and mine are not, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, so these are gonna be my 2 pictures. I think I'm gonna put this one here and this one here like that. I am going to use, because I mean, how many times do we remember to use our corner rounders? But in the sketch, the corners of these 2 pictures are rounded. So I am going to do it. This is an old, close to my heart one. I've had it forever. They had a different one when it first came out. Does anybody remember? I probably have it somewhere too, but anyway. Now the question is, I think I do, especially this one, want to mat them because there's just too much white and it's on white. So I'm gonna put them just like that, but I'm going to mat them probably in black would be the best bet. So let me get a piece of black out. Actually, I'm just gonna trim it down because those are 4x6s, so. Yes, I'm trying to play a little bit of catch up this week. I was doing really well. I'd gotten kind of ahead and all was going well. And then I had a couple of days this last week that I didn't get to scrapbook. One was the 4th. I mean, I just wasn't home. And then one was, I had to help my husband's family, and we moved my husband's grandma she was in an assisted living and we had to move her into a nursing home. So I helped them one day, so I didn't get to scrapbook that day. So, I mean, I'm still ahead, but not nearly as much ahead as I was. And today, the 7th, I have like 3 videos that are going to go up today because I'm doing the 30 days of sketches and I had already made all my page kits. And then we have all about the mouse. And I should have done all about the mouse because that's travel and I could have made it I could have made this page kit Disney World so that I could combine those, but I made some of these page kits before I realized that I was just going to wait until July to do them. So I wasn't thinking. So I've got to make my all about the mouse, and then there's the 52 weeks of everyday photos because travel pictures are not everyday photos. I'm going to cut that down and I am going to mat it on black. So I want to get back into doing that because I didn't do any of that in June. So I'm trying to do some more of those. So yeah. You're going to see a lot of videos from me today. All right. I decided I'm going to mat this on black because I just think it'll look better for one. Well, it would look better if I could get it on there straight. There we go. That I feel like isn't straight, but it's going to work for right now. All right, so my pictures are going to go here and here. And I rounded the corners of my photo mats too. Okay, so I'm going to put this one there. And I'm going to put this one. Nope. I'll scoot this over a little bit. This one there. And this one. There. Okay, so that's that. Now they have their title here. My title is going to be this Let's Wander. So my title is going to go here. They also had a strip of stuff here. Let's see. I do have, but it's just not going to show up very well. I do have this. I have this one and this one, but they're just, since it's a white background, it's just not going to show up very well. Now I do have this. But since it's chipboard, I don't want that to be behind it. Anything else? I just don't really... What? I think the banner would look weird that low. Let's just kind of see what it would look like if I put the banner down here. I don't know. It might look okay. Especially, I don't really want the Paris though. That's the problem, is this one has this Eiffel Tower. And I can't really, I guess I would have to cut it in strips, and I don't really want to do that. So I might not be using much of this Teresa Collins. That's okay. So I just don't really have anything. Where was that piece of paper? Yeah, and see, it's white. Just don't really have anything that's going to work for this. I could just do some ribbon. Let's see, what else do I have? This is, no, that wouldn't be bad probably, but it's too naturey. So, I think I'm just going to wait. Like I said, I might add some ribbon, which I know I've already put my photo down, but I might go grab some black or gray. I don't know. I'm going to come back to that, but I know this is going to go here. They have some little banners here. There's a cluster here, and there's a cluster up here. So this would be the perfect opportunity to put one of those tags that I'm going to do something with. I just don't know what. And I've done something with them, and now I can't find them. That's fine. Okay. So I think I'll put this here. So I'm going to do a brick thing. Then I'm going to do travel memories, maybe. Down here they have a cluster. I need one of these tags. I need to write my journaling on, so I need to keep that in mind. But I could do travel memories down here, because she has a cluster here. She has banners over here, but that's where my tag's going to be. And then she has some stuff up around here. Just don't have a whole lot to work with, but that's okay. Sometimes less is better. I'm wondering if I can cut a tag out of this one so I can bring some other color in it. Let's just do that. Let's just put this in here like so. And add this. You know what? I think I'm going to do it this way. It's fine. You're not going to be able to tell that that's a hot air balloon, but that brings in a little bit of that red. And then what else could I do? Take this flyaway and cut it. And use that. Okay, I like that. And I could use the other part down here, like that. Need to bring some red in down here. So let's add this arrow here. I feel like there needs to be something else up there. Something. Something. See, there's just not a whole lot to do here. To use. What if I, do you guys see something that I could use? Yell at me, okay? That may just be it. Okay, so I know I need to do something more with this tag, but we're gonna set this aside. We are going to get the other page. We're gonna cut it down. We're gonna mat it. Whoa, that is like gigantic. I must have already cut that down on that side. Oh well. It's just going to have a little bit bigger of a thing, of a mat on that side. Okay, so there's that. So I have that, and I don't think that's going to be big enough though. I was going to say I would like to mat, oh yeah it is. Okay, I'm going to mat these 4 pictures on here. Nope, I'm going to mat it first on this and then on the black. So let me do that. Kind of all over the place today. Can you tell I hadn't put a whole lot of thought in before I started this video? It's okay. Sorry about that, guys. Really. I'm a little all over the place this morning. This is what happens when you just start without, or this is what happens when I just kind of jump into a video without giving it a whole lot of thought, which as you can tell, I should think a little harder before I start so that maybe I won't be so spastic. Okay. A very thin border. Like I said, I just want to give it that same feel as the tombstones. Now I'm going to put it on this. going to go there. Like that. All right. And then this one, you know what? I'm going to move it over a little bit. There, I like that better. On this one, there's a cluster up here. There's the tabs here. And there's another small title down here. Now, I wanted this to be my small title. So I am definitely going to have to do something across this so that you can see my small title, because white on white, you can't see. Shocking, huh? So I do have another frame or another tag I could use up here. So I'm going to put that like that. I'm going to put these down here because I know I want them to be here. Do I have something that I could put those on? Oh, wait a minute. I had this tag too. And I could do, although it's still white on white. But if I have that ribbon like there, I could do the ribbon coming out from there. Maybe. Okay, so that there. And I know it's still white on white and kind of hard to see, but I think it'll be okay with the red right there. I think it'll bring your eye up to it enough. Okay, so there's that. So I have this here. I need a little something up here. And I think I'm going to put, I have this travel. Then I have these little circles. And then I might try to put this somewhere. The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page. So true, so true. I don't know where I'm going to put it. What if that? What if I do, hold on, this instead, and then put these like over here. Like that. I kind of like that better, I think. Let's see. Let's cut this because it's kind of driving me crazy being all like this. There we go. That's better. Okay, so. Oh, now this one's cute and it's just a bit. I don't really want to bring in that color, but I was thinking I could even, I could use this one here somewhere. I would just really like to use up this collection if you couldn't tell. I'll say maybe over here. Tuck this in over here. This is going to be a long video because I'm just playing. Some days you just gotta play. Actually, I might have to do it more like that. Okay, that's not bad. Kind of like that. Let's bring it up a little bit though. Like that. All right. Then I have this map one, but it's white on white, or it will be white on white. I kind of like this. This Eiffel Tower one has this compass on the side. I kind of like it too. Is there someplace I could put it? Too many knobbies on the bottom. I don't like that. But what if I do that? Like that. Yeah, see, I like that. Okay, and I've used that one up now. I did need a passport. There's also this Explorer I could use. Just journey, discover, journey, explore, maybe like that. Okay. I think that's going to be it. Oh, this one says you are here on one side and it's the map on the other. Let me look at this and see if there's any of this stuff I could use. I could do good times on here. Like that, maybe. Okay. What else? Anything else? Could do these. This stuff. Here, let me do photo here. Okay. And yep, I knocked my journey. There you go. And then stuff. That's too big. What if I did it this way? Let's just do it like this because it would make my life easier. Okay. You know, it'd be funny if discover stuff. That would be kind of funny, but that's not going to fit there. But yeah, discover, explore, discover and explore stuff. Okay, so I have that one. I have this, you are here, that I could put. Maybe here. Or I might could put that on that one. But that's okay. And I have this vacation that I could put like right here. All right. We're just playing, guys, because like I said, I would really like to use all this, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. In fact, I think I'm going to stop there. So I'm going to go figure out what I'm going to do with these. I'm going to glue the stuff down. I'm going to see if I want ribbon running through it. And then I will come back. Actually, I'm not going to come back. You will see a completed layout, a still shot of the completed layout at the end of the video. So watch till then, see what I did, how I've got everything done, and thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Go check out everybody else that was doing 30 days of sketches. I think some other people are still doing it too, but there's a big long playlist with about 300 and some videos, so go check out all them. And if you like this video, I already said that, but if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.